Like just then, I just spoke to two girls. Like if you saw the attractive looking girl in the black spandex, I got a lot of looks. Like there are a lot of schoolgirls. This blonde schoolgirl, whatever, she was looking at me. Like she looked at me and laughed and smiled. So I went after her and talked to her. But the thing is here, they're really shy as well. Like she was like a college girl or something. She was like they're all wearing the same college trip uniform or something. So I wanted to do a YouTube video to ask them like what's the best thing to do, because they were looking at me. What's the best thing to do? Let's see the mountains here. That's really cool. You can just climb the mountains, but there's no. I asked my friend. They said there's no dangerous animals here. And I just climb up to. But the thing is here, the girls are so cute. They're not ultra sexy. Like they're not. Like I wouldn't waste my time with them because. Like Argentina to me, that's my type because I'm part European, you know, I have Norwegian blood, you know, European blood. So I think that's why I'm like the only ones. Everyone goes on about, oh, Brazilians are sexy, the most sexiest, or Colombians are the most sexiest. Yeah, I think most Mexicans are like a 4. Yeah, as I was saying, like most Mexicans are kind of like a 4 out of 10. Like when you think when people come to like Latin America for the girls or whatever, you know. Because we all need a bit of fun every now and then, the excitement to live life. They usually don't talk about Mexicans, and it isn't well known for that. So I think they've never been under the stress, you know, of you know, having to look the best for men, or you know, I think that they're just really cool, just enjoying life. Whereas Argentina, there's not much adventure to do in Argentina. If you live in the city centres like Buenos Aires, it's all about city. It's all about, you know, going out clubbing and. I don't want to get banned, you know, from YouTube, but you know, willies and pussies and stuff like that. It's all about that. You feel the energy in Mexico City. You feel that everyone is living just to club for the weekend, just to get, you know, chasing money and sex and everything. But that's one of the few places. But here, you just don't feel that. You know, you feel everyone's just enjoying life, just chilling out, which is kind of cool. You need that. You need that relaxing. I need that after the. Because if you feel like a robot, you feel kind of sick, you know. You don't feel special. I don't feel special, but like, you just don't feel like different. You know what I mean? You feel like a robot, and your life isn't worthwhile if you just feel like a robot all the time, just following sex and pussy and you know and money and trying to be fake and everything. So I like places like this where you can just relax. That's why I like the beach life. Because like I said, if you want to attract girls, you've got to, you know, you do your best attracting girls when you go off. When you don't chase them, you know, it's like cats. Dogs are guys and cats are women. You know, if you walk away from a cat chases you. But you know, if you go up to a dog, you know, a dog loves it. You know, because men are real like that and dogs are real like that. But that's why we love homosexual women, because the opposites attract. You know, the yin and the yang. When the yin and yang comes together, cause an explosion. You know. Anyways, I'll stop waffling. But yeah, like I said. Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, those are probably for the really, you know, sexy girls. But here they're much more relaxed, so they get nervous when they see a foreigner, you know, with blonde hair or whatever. Like the girl just then, I was just walking down here, and the blonde college girl, she saw me with a group of friends, and a friend tapped on the shoulder, and she immediately just looked back to me and started laughing. So I went after her, I started chasing her. Yeah, so the blonde college girl was just walking down here, the Mexican college girl, she saw me, a friend tapped on the shoulder, she looked back to me. I'm saying this fast because I'm running out of battery right now. And she, they're giggling, but then I went after them to chase them, and then they started giggling all together, and then they got really nervous and shy, and they didn't speak in English, so I didn't take the conversation really good. So I was just talking about YouTube videos in Spanish, and then I see that they're really not worth it. You know, they really weren't 10 out of 10s like they are, you know, in Argentina, in my opinion. But everyone's different. If you're Latin or Mexican, then you might think that they're 10 out of 10s here, you know, a lot of them. Yeah, just the energy. I couldn't feel the energy, so I like to say myself for the 10 out of 10s for Argentina, but now I'm just enjoying myself in Mexico. But yeah, if I don't feel the energy, but yeah, I think here they're really shy because they're not used to that. They're used to, because obviously when you think about sexy girls, and everyone doesn't think of Mexico straight away. Mexico is like near the bottom, so they don't have a lot of foreigners coming here, you know, trying to get a Mexican girlfriend or anything, or going out clubbing, and it doesn't attract that kind of stuff. So they're not used to it, if you know what I mean. Where Argentina's kind of used, Brazil's used to it a lot, Colombia's used to it. But I prefer Argentina. That's why I think Argentina has the 10 out of 10s. I think Brazil has has a few. I mean, I've seen maybe one 9 out of 10, one 10 out of 10 maybe in all of my 3 years in Brazil. But in Argentina, I see 10 out of 10s all the time. Well, maybe 30% of the time, But I think Colombia has maybe 1 or 2 more 10 out of 10s in my opinion than Brazil. But this is all taste, by the way, because I prefer Argentinians and everyone prefers Brazilians or Colombians, but I don't like the big bums and the big boobies and that kind of. I like usually slim girls, but unless they got the energy, if they have the voluptuous energy, the sexual energy like a lot of roundish girls have, I love that. But yeah, I think the best for me in also Latin America is the sexiest anyway is Argentina, and I'm saving myself for that. My energy and everything, I'm not going to waste myself. Then Colombia is probably number 2, even though I've only passed through Colombia, but every time I meet a Colombian girl abroad, she's always been absolutely amazing, like better than any Brazilians, because Brazilians mostly have people from all around the world in Brazil. Like you have blacks, especially in Rio de Janeiro, the majority is blacks, and which I'm not physically attracted to mainly, unless they have a great energy. Yeah, they're really conservative as well, and they're getting cagey with that sex tourism kind of stuff. They're either really black or white. They can't think for themselves, a lot of them, because they have lots of indoctrination from everywhere on TV is all about being Christian and everything. But I have won a few 10 out of 10s that want me to go back to one like Victoria's Secret model, but she's my type. But like in Brazil, there's a Victoria's Secret model who's asking me to go back to Rio, and she's seen as ugly in Brazil because the people in Brazil like big and fat and big bums and everything, and the trashy kind of people, always twerking on the streets. But she has class, and she doesn't know how beautiful she is because she's in the wrong place. She's in the wrong country. But she looks like a Victoria's Secret model. If she was in USA or England, people would be throwing money at her. And I'm like, why? This girl is like she follows like 7,000 people, and she has like 3,000 followers, half the followers. So social media hasn't gone to the head. That's when it all goes downhill. When social media goes ahead, when they get lots of followers, then they just give up and they end up getting fat and twerking. And they think they're sexy, but they're not. And guys, they can't think. These young guys, they can't think for themselves. The guys are raised on social media anyway, and they just follow followers and digits and pixels on screen. But yeah, anyways, here they're really a bit shy, so they're not used to the going out, but hooking up with people here. I mean, they do. If a white guy does want that, like that, or if a handsome guy does want that, they get kind of nervous and shy because they're not used to it. They're used to just having the most chill, relaxed lifestyle. Because here it feels the same atmosphere as Spain. Spain is just a place where you can just relax. When I was in Cartagena, if you saw me over video on Cartagena, really relaxed kind of environment. Mexico City is a bit better for approaching girls here because they're used to the clubbing and the sex, the hooking up with people. I think big cities used to have, but smaller villages like this, they get really shy. They're like, oh, is this guy approached me before? I'm really shy. I'm not used to this. It never happens probably to them. And it's just a really beautiful town, and I like that. But yeah, it's like either hot or cold. But in the big cities, you either get girls are too stressful from it, and girls these days, because they're hooked on social media, they don't have a good balance. They don't have a good intermediate balance of a healthy lifestyle, so they don't know how to deal with it. It's like one extreme or the other. It's like the city centres of the stress where they can't deal with it, or the quiet little towns like this where they're a bit too shy. But I needed this rest after Mexico City. I didn't realise how stressful. Mexico City is a monster. Yeah, and Argentinians think of Argentinians as a lot of people in the Buenos Aires, they're rich, so they travel the world, so they're a lot more worldwide intelligent, and obviously if they're worldwide and travelled, those are the best kind of girls. Hola amigo, permiso? Oh, muchas gracias. Gracias, no. So yeah, they're much more intelligent to talk to, the ones that have travelled in Argentina, but here's so cool, just a place to relax after Mexico City. Because Mexico City, you go there and it is actually a chill city, but you just feel a bit stressful after Roma for a few days. This is real Mexico here. So yeah, that's my bit of summary of Latin American girls, and Paraguay is a bit of a good balance. If you find a Paraguayan girl that's travelled the world, she is amazing. Because it has the chill kind of atmosphere, because they're not used to foreigners as much. I just hope it doesn't get spoiled. They're not used to foreigners as much, and but they don't have the beach lifestyle as well. Paraguay is a bit of a good balance, but it's paranoid at the same time. You can't find anywhere that's perfect. I promise you, you'll never find anywhere where the girls are all perfect. And if they were, you probably wouldn't want it, because you'd be spoiled and you wouldn't feel the energy and the drive to chase. Yeah, that's my summary, guys. Hope you kind of found it useful. If you have any questions, leave a comment. But yeah, let's go explore one.